Okay, I am done with the setup. At least I think I'm good. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're all doing well this evening. It has been a minute. Longer than normal. Wait, what? I confused us. Whatever. Let's get into it. Hello, Paint. Hello, Clownfish. Good to see you. Good to see you both. It'll be a simple stream. We're going to continue doing the 2,000 point list that I've talked about a few times here and there, and try and get a model done slowly, piece by piece. Definitely the list will be changing, but at least I get these models done. I'll be honest, I almost switched to a whole new project, and I'm like, I need to finish like the project I'm currently on before I start a new one. I almost started working on my knights again, and I'm like, oh, I really need to do this. It's got its place. I've used it in the past 2 or 3 games. It's been like one-shotted off the board. But it's meant to sit on an objective for me and then die. How do I promote my channel? I don't. This is how I promote it, by streaming. This is all I do. Oh, was it the bike and little sidecar on it? I saw that model not too long ago. I saw that during my very last 10th edition tournament. It was very interesting. Oh, how do you promote? Wait. I guess any way you want. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really expect people to. I don't think I expect people to, nor do I really want people to. I think I like people to find us organically here and see if they like it or not. This is going to be a few layers. I'm going to switch this brush. No, I am not. I disagree with that statement 100%, Jack. I am just a dude. I do not think I am good. Actually, honestly, half the time, I have imposter syndrome. I'm pretty sure. Yes, paint up your models. I do want to say, this bike has actually grown on me. I do like this model and all that. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but I enjoy it. I like it. For those curious, I'm painting my bikes and ATV stuff green. One, just to have a little bit of something different. But it kind of clicked in my head. I'm like, you know, my guys are from a jungle planet. Why wouldn't they paint their quick little bikes and stuff like that to blend in with the jungle? I'm not doing my big tanks or my dreadnoughts this way, but these little bikes like this, hell yeah. Pull some inspiration from the Jurassic Park fandom. I will check out your project in a moment. Paint. Oop. Hello from Denmark. What chapter for your Doom Buggy? No, all good. I'm doing a custom chapter. I'm doing my custom chapter. I made a chapter called The Executioners of the Abyss, and I run mostly Dark Angel rules for my list, so normally I do I have a model on hand. I have a few actually. Hold on. Second to 10th company look like this. These are my Marines normally. First company, I paint them up to look like this. We do black and blue. I actually stole this color scheme from another homebrew chapter that I found online called the Seraphim of the Abyss. They're another Dark Angels one, but I was going to make that be my chapter, and then I realized the colors I didn't feel like represent me enough on the board, so I came up with that one. And I don't know, for some odd reason, I decided to paint my bikes and ATVs green, and then everything else just been those colors. So yeah, that is the chapter. Oh, for those that are in the art competition in the Discord, tomorrow is the last day. You literally have until 12. You pretty much have until midnight EST. Oh, you're a Dark Angels magnet, not a gamer, but you love the models. Ah, yes. I always love meeting other Dark Angel fans. My very first book in the series was Lionel Johnson's Son of the Forest. You are certainly welcome to paint up my Marines. I think you're like the second person that said that to me. I feel like I need to make a Google Doc of their lore. At least, I want to make something basic for people to look at some point and be like, hey, these are the key characters. These are like the main things they've done. I will always look at it as, when I'm playing them, that's the main lore and stuff that happens, but if someone else is playing them, that's like little side offshoot lore. I'm not really sure. It's just ideas in my head. Oh, I just realized what you were talking about, clownfish. All good. We're gonna have more of them in the future. This is literally just a trial run to see how well it goes and like who's interested. I did extend the time just because people got busy and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens in the future. But no pressure on people. It's all for fun at the end of the day. In the Discord, I'm running a art competition for the community. I figured most people would. Yeah, and you know what? Because we're such on small, pretty much since we have until tomorrow, I don't mind saying who the judges are now. It is Paint and Eternal are the two other judges. I think it's very unique. I like your Inquisitor. It's a very unique model. I'm not going to give my final thoughts quite yet. Not until after everything's been done. Sorry, I'm like trying to read your message and fully interpret. Hacking at hacking at a Fellblade with a lot of Dark Angel icons and a Arvis lighter with a Trenzor Sentry on top for back self-defense as Modia's personal transport. Either those are models and they go way over my... That is like stuff I haven't heard before. I'm trying to like Sounds cool. Sounds cool all the way through. I'm like... Oh, yeah, I did hear something actually about that from like another YouTube channel. Paul's bad at everything, and another YouTuber post like where is narrative in 11th? I don't remember the actual other YouTuber's name. I know them as like a vampire VTuber. They make good stuff. I watch every once in a while. But it sounded like the rules from the Crucible of Battle are maybe gone, which kind of sucks. Like, post that and there's like no big thing for it. But I don't know. Don't take my words for it. I don't really know. I'm not GW. I'm not the company that makes and posts that stuff. I'm going to say yes. That sounds familiar. I'm glad you're enjoying the music. The playlist for it is in the video description. I've enjoyed it, although I'm always open to listen to new stuff. Just have to find something that is copyright free. That is a statement, Havoc. That is a statement. Why am I talking? Because you're talented, that's why. Oh, you asked about color scheme. Basic color scheme for my Marines is Regal Blue. It's Regal Blue, Lava Orange, Grim Black, and Orc Skin Green Speed Paint. That is the basic colors. You can find, it's all Army Painter. But you can play and change with it as much as you want. Like, I mess with the scheme every once in a while. Sometimes I start with a darker base, and then I try to layer it up from there, but all just kind of depends on what I'm going for. Ooh, okay, so yeah, those are all the speed paints that you just listed. Yeah, Nuclear Sunrise is a really good orange speed paint. I like it. If you want the blue speed paint, let me find it real quick. I believe it's Magic Blue is what I use. Do I have it in my... No, I don't have it there. Yeah, I use Magic Blue if I'm doing speed paint. Which, this is the proper blue I want to use. Like, the speed paints are the more real colors I want to use. But I like also using the acrylics, and that's what I use on hand. And... And even with this, I'm actually trying to layer it a little bit, but I don't think I'm able to. I have been thinking about some of my other armies. Oh, I actually wanted to, Yeah, I think I'll show you guys what I worked on last night. It took me a couple hours to get it right, but, one of my knights, a buddy picked out the colors. One of them is like a really bright orange. I think it's like bubblegum pink, coral orange, and regal blue. It's darker on the camera, it's much brighter, but that's the closest I got with color wise. And I'm trying to come up with like little things to do. And one of the things I wanted to practice was a checker pattern. I was going to make some smaller squares, but then I was like, you know what? I could make it bigger because it's a big knight. And I decided I was going to freehand. So I freehand this entire checker pattern and layered up some purple last night on it. But now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the other side and what are the colors I need to try and use. I am keeping my eye on Wind and Wake, but I don't think I'm going to play it. Last game I played was Scarlet and Violet, and I haven't even beaten the game yet. I lost interest in Pokemon. Okay, no, I still have interest. The games lost me when they moved to the Nintendo Switch. I was not a huge fan of a lot of Pokemon in Sword and Shield. I did play and I did beat Sword and Shield. It does have some of my new favorites. But the start, it's really always the starters. Like, if the starters to me look good, I kind of get excited about it. But the thing is, I'm also, like, in my late 20s, and I'm not really... Dragapult was on my team. Dragapult was... Once I knew that was a Pokemon, I looked for it, and I put him on my team. Because he reminds me of a fossil. There is a amphibian that has that type of head shape, or at least they thought it did. Might have changed now. But it looked like a arrowhead shaped. I'm like, I'm getting it, that's on my team. But I do have all of them up to Scarlet and Violet. Oh. Hold on a second, folks. It's a little bit loud in my apartment. I am back. I was talking with my sister slash roommate. What is it? Paint, if you're still here, Paint, if you're still here, what the hell? That is really nice. I'm not gonna ask about the rest of the model, but I am gonna say that is really, really nice looking. What did I miss? Okay, going back to Pokemon real quick. I love Dragapult. I've been playing a lot of Cobblemon recently. I started a Minecraft server for like me and my friends. It's only been like me and one other friend right now. And I want more of my friends to join because I want each of us to be gym leaders and do our own little battle. But Cobblemon's been so fun to play. I've been thinking about getting back into playing Pokemon again though. I think it's been fun. Also, little side thing. Because we're talking about Pokemon, I decided to grab my Pokemon folder. I've been seeing a lot of things on Instagram about people doing like a Pokemon scrapbook, and I want to show mine real quick. I haven't done the scrapbook stuff yet, but I'm working on it. So, one of my favorites from all the way through is Mareep. So I have from Chaos Rising the entire Mareep line. I'm sorry I can't show it anymore, but I do have... Actually, I can show it. I got really lucky, and I pulled this from a pack, and it just like solidified like I'm doing the scrapbook. So, very happy I got the really cool Ampharos. Ampharos is a awesome Pokemon. I think it needs more love and all that stuff. There's a few other ones in there, but not anything too crazy. But that's just like another little side project slash hobby I got into. Well, good night, Paint. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Ooh, actually, you know what one Pokemon game was really fun for me to play? Legends Arceus was so much fun. Yeah, I know what you're doing. I got a similar project of my own that I'm working on. I'll have to show you the ones that I got. This is gonna be hard. I don't want to ruin. I've seen a couple different versions of it. Do you know what a normal scrapbook is, Jack? Like, do you understand like what a scrapbook is? I kind of want to try ZA, but the whole vibe of Arceus was so nice. I'm not so sure about ZA. Like, you're stuck in a city. I like the open worldness. Okay. So, take the scrapbook idea of, like, one person has done, like, the entire not black and white, Diamond and Pearl adventure from the beginning to the end, using snippets from like the game or the anime, and then taking Pokemon or like special cards that show those characters and putting it in like a binder like how I showed you earlier. I really want to try ZA because Mega Evolutions it still is my favorite gimmick of all the Pokemon franchises. I love Mega Evolutions. Omega Sapphire and Alpha Ruby. Did I say right? I don't know if I said that right. But those were my favorite. X and Y were really good too. I should play my Y game again and pull out my team. I think I want to now. I want to rebuild my Y team a little bit. I think besides Ruby and Sapphire, Pokemon X and Y had my favorite team in it. Which, funny enough, I'm not a big fan of Froakie. I'm more of a Chespin fan. Chespin? The Grass Starter. I'm a big fan of the Grass Starter. I loved its evolution. Definitely want to try it again. Can I pop him out? I don't know if I can. I don't think I can. How's it going, Grim? Good to see you here. Ooh, you're taking up Ando's position? That's dangerous. But he's not been here for a bit, so I guess it's okay. I did pick Rowlet in Sun and Moon. Rowlet is, out of that entire starter trio, Rowlet all the way through. Totodile's a good one. I've never gone around to using Totodile yet. As much as when I was younger, I was a Swampert fan and a Mudkip fan. Now that I've gotten older, if I really had to pick a starter for myself, I'm going with Turtwig. I want myself my giant world tortoise. Okay, I'm going to say Grimm's list off really quick. Oh yeah, I've seen his bug collection. It's very large. So, Grim said he is in 40k. Tyranids, Night Lords, Blood Angels, Chaos Demons, Chaos Knights, World Eaters. And then going over to AOS, he's Skaven, Nighthaunt, Seraphon, and a small amount of Stormcast. Ooh, I haven't tried Trench Crusade yet. That is on the list. I don't know what I get into for Trench Crusade. Cult of the Eighth grows. Oh. Here's the problem with painting this model white. You have have little cracks and crevices that you can't get into on the inside. I primed this whole thing in white, thinking it'd be easy for myself and just do speed paints, but you know what? Now there's little parts that I can't even see or get to. Ooh, excuse me. I hope the rest of it goes smoothly for you, Grim. Goes smoothly for you, Grim. Wait, you only paid $30 to stay in the class? You missed quite a bit. I'll let someone else recap for you there, Ando. I did see you post something about that. I kind of want to try Frostpunk. I think it'd be fun to play. Yeah, more green. Boxes. You should get them boxes. I see that it works sometimes, actually. What, the guns are giving them boxes? How's it going, Darn? Welcome to stream. Whew. I'm making my own self go tired here. I don't need that. Should have made a cup of tea before stream. The free Buddha code. I'm assuming that's an orc book. Walking the plank! Oh, God. The orcs are hilarious. Terrifying, but hilarious. Best of luck with that, Jake. Or Jack, not Jake. Box shaped? Question mark? Let's see. I wish I could pull up this guy in the middle. That'd make life so much easier. Those hands aren't connected. No, they are not. Does it mean I could pull them up? I can! Holy crap, that saved me so much. Okay. Wow, that gives us so much more room. This is why I love this being a push fit. It makes life so much easier. Friendships being born in this stream. Who would have guessed? Am I getting anything from the Armageddon thing? What do you mean Armageddon thing? I had the Armageddon box, if that's what you're asking. And I'm taking part in the Deathmire campaign that GW's doing. I know this is the last week for it. Hopefully I can get a game in tomorrow and do my final result for it. I will find it. Okay. If I win the, like, you win 1,000-point army. Oh, no. They have not come out as their own kit. And I'm not going to finish my previous thought. You guys will have to suffer for what I was about to say. I don't think they're going to come out as their own kit for, like, quite a bit. Because the box came out, like, a month or two ago. Well, Grim, best of luck with the rest of your labors and stuff. At some point, maybe. I will question you. I will question you, Grim. Is it too? Yeah, it's too wet. Ugh. This is definitely one of the most weird designed vehicles. Because I'm looking at it in, like, proper terms. Your frame comes out in the front. And I think it's supposed to connect right there, but it doesn't. Your only wheel connection is here in the front, where it can easily snap and break. And you got this weird crossbar connecting both sides. Wouldn't it make more sense to put this over the top going this way, not behind it? But also, why do you have a low crossbar there? Like, you got... What if the tire pops and you got to change... I mean, again, this is a Space Marine machine. If the tire pops, then they're not going to change the tire mid-battle. But in general, as a vehicle, you want to be easy enough to change the wheel. Maybe that's why it's designed like that you can pop it out and slide it back in, but... I don't know. Just feels odd to me. Just one layer green, I'm going to do another color, and it's all this work for something. Basic. Do I need to layer it anywhere else? Maybe. I should probably try to get inside there a little bit better. That sounds like a hell of a list there, Jacob. But I believe in you. You can get those 2 boxes done, and then you can paint everything just as quickly. And get it done and have no pile of shame left over. No, I'm doing the Space Marine ATV. Yeah. It's in my 2K Army list. It's meant to get on an objective, sit on it, maybe survive, and then die. Neither custom Space Marine chapter, but I do play them as Dark Angels. No, they don't do... I've never seen them do Christmas sales. They'll do, like, special Christmas models and all that. Kind of does look like an RC car. Now I'm picturing, like, you actually... I kind of want to see someone turn this into an RC car now. Okay, so from there... I gotta do inside the cab still. I gotta lay down more green. If you really want them, get them, I guess. If that's what you want to do, go for it. I'd love to see it. Let's see. Oh, hello, Rory. Did you send a bust in here? Yeah. Okay. A lot of models aren't cheap right now. They are not cheap. I wish they would go down in price. It'd be so nice. Well, good night, Jacob. No. No, you guys cannot see the dog. It's only for my eyes. My eyes only. And the dog's not biomass. Don't eat the dog. Do, 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 do. And might be it's always like a little bit here or there I can touch up and stuff. Mouse cream equals biomass. Still not sure how I feel about that. Good night, Jack, and I appreciate the kind words. I don't know if I'll ever reach that number in my life, but I appreciate the thought. It's the only dairy available in the 41st millennium. Jeez. That is truly the worst place to live if mouse cream is the only thing. I feel like they gotta have some other dairy besides mouse cream. Ugh. Let's actually finish some of these parts. Do I have to choose one? I really don't want to choose either one. You're gonna make the rocket launcher be a box. An Amazon box? Nice. I saw somewhere online, someone made like a custom Tyranid hive mind, or hive fleet, that is just Amazon delivery workers. Like, the whole premise is that they ship things across the galaxy. They're the most efficient shippers in the entire galaxy. And I like the color scheme. I kind of want to paint that, but they probably would. I don't remember the name of the Instagram page. They do a bunch of little short comics of like Space Marines. I don't know, just doing Space Marine stuff. And yeah, one of the other little Xenos Hive fleets is the Amazon one, and I am a very big fan of that one because I like the color scheme. Need more paint there. Hi, Ruby. Such a long pause in between those songs right there. Jesus. You certainly could. I'd like to see that now. You could. You certainly could. They're led by a commissar known as Bezos. J. Bezos. I don't think you're appeasing it enough there, Ando. You're not appeasing the machine spirit inside your keyboard. It doesn't like having all the crumbs inside it. Walmart. Yeah. There we go. No, it does not approve of that. Huh, interesting. Tablet 2.0. I've not heard of this machine spirit before. Why? Why do you guys want a lore, or why do you want a lore stream? Do you need one? Goodbye, clownfish. Go defend democracy. Don't save him a single bit of that biomass. It's not for him. The biomass is not for Ando. It's for all of Super Earth. Mouse's lore is whatever it needs to be at the current moment in time. He is a fluid story beat. Now it's also dark in here for me. Okay, I'm done with the dark green. I might move up to the lighter green. No. No, you cannot. I can turn that out a little bit more. Okay, there we go. That is a good question. From what I understand, Vulcan can die. He's the kind of perpetual that, like, if there's a single bit of, like, an atom of him alive or still around, he can regenerate. So if he's thrown into, like, a pool of acid, like the Tyranids do for their stuff, then I'd say he would die. It would be really bad for us because the Tyranids would then understand how to self-heal. They might not even... Honestly, they may not even kill Vulcan and just use him as a, like, forever biomass source. Because he's always rehealing. I'm not sure fully. I'm not a writer at GW, and I'm not really sure the extent of his, like, healing stuff. We don't make deals with Xenos, I'm sorry. Filthy sinners, a lot of you. All hail Big E. The one true God. On a different note, I'm glad I thinned down this green because it's actually looking pretty good against the darker green. It's allowing the dark color to show through a little bit with just a hint of other colors. Ando. Yeah, it's definitely louder than I expected it to be. There we go. No, this is my custom chapter colors. For some reason, I made my Outrider bikes color green, and I decided I'd do the same for the ATV. Let me grab one of the bikes real quick to show. Here we go. So I was trying to do this like in a quick amount of time last time. So I decided I was going to do the bikes in like orc skin speed paint. And I liked how the bikes looked. So now I'm kind of copying that same idea with the ATV currently. So yeah. Okay. Here we go. I should work on my bugs. I've said I will always say I should work on every other army I have at some point. If there's like a rainy weekend one of these days, then I'll probably spend it working on my models and all that. Oh, that's too much. That is not thinned down enough. Yeah, the only vehicles in my entire army I'm going to do this with are just the bikes and the ATVs. I have three. I have three favorite colors, but simple answer, it's blue. Blue is my favorite color. I know it's a very basic answer and all that, but sometimes I'm just a very basic person. I doomed 5 million people? Why? Yeah, but you asked my favorite color. Did you look up how many people also find blue as their favorite color? And you're like, just that? What's up, Dark? Good to see you here. And what do you, every time, sometimes when you type, it comes in as like a Chinese characteristic, and I'm curious what you guys are actually typing whenever that pops up. What? I hover over it, and it changes to high. It wait, hold on. Hold on. Is YouTube doing something weird? Oh my lord, it is. I'm just learning something new. What? Yeah, what the? Yeah, you guys can see it on stream. It shows like the Chinese characteristic and then this. It's not the first time that's happened. And you literally just typed hi to like dark. I don't know why that... That's a bit worrisome. I am. I am doing green. It's still a part of my same colors and all that dread, but I am using green. I mean, how else am I supposed to match my bikes if I don't do green? I mean, that's the only vehicles... Okay, it's only my bikes in my entire army that are green. All the other ones are the regular blue and orange. Yes. Yes, it would be. It would be cruel. Also, Dread, I want to show you. It is just these ATVs that are green. My normal vehicles are blue and orange. Huh, that means... Oh, yeah, it's ever going to be touched up. I did green because when I was painting the bikes, my Space Marines are blue. So if I painted the bikes blue, I thought it would look a little bit weird. So I'm like, what's another color I could do besides blue? I did green because it's a little color I have on my models. So it was just something different. No other reason, just to be like, I paint my Marines blue. I don't want my bikes to look blue. No. No, they're not Orc Space Marines. Should thin that down a little bit more. Did I rip through the paper? I think I did on that. I'm actually kind of curious. What Space Marine chapter is the closest to the orcs? There's gotta be one that's like close in personality. I almost want to say World Eaters in my mind, but World Eaters are more just about violence. And like, yeah, orcs are violent, but they're also like trying to do something funny sometimes too. I will take a look at them when I get a chance. Mouse has no parents. He doesn't need parents. Oh, that actually looks... That looks actually pretty good, Dread. Now I kind of wish I did mine in the regular chapter colors instead of green. I bet I could have made it look good. No, Mouse does not have any parents. Mouse doesn't need parents. Well, I can tell you put a lot of work into them, and they look, like I said, they look good. I'm sure it would have made sense to do, like, blue and all that for my stuff, but so much of my army is just blue. I like having a little bit of variation on colors. I'm tempted to end stream early, but I know I still have time. Like, I have more energy to do stuff. I'm also just like, I want to crawl in the bed and sleep. Yeah. That's been my motto with a lot of it. So, I stick with the green because I like the green. What did the old demonettes look like? I see. Huh. Interesting. I just looked up what they looked like, and yeah. No, I did not know what the old ones looked like. Yeah, I found that out after looking it up. So. Can thin that down a little bit more. I realized I was muted. No, I'm not making a mouse chapter. Hold on. Someone kept asking where mouse was, and I clearly had mouse beside me. And instead of responding, I'm just like, I'm gonna make him so large you cannot miss him. So, I'm doing a custom Space Marine chapter. Yeah. Yes, I do. I do want to see. Jeez. I feel bad for anyone new that came in and just saw me doing that. Anyway, yeah, working on custom Space Marine chapter. Long story short, their main colors are blue, orange, and black. The only, first company is black and blue, and then for the bikes and ATV, I'm doing them as green. I don't know why. I like the look of the green. I did it for my bikes. Now I'm doing it for my ATV. This was all done in contrast and speed paint. Hence why it looks so shiny. I'll check them out in a moment. This is going to be too bright, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm fine. Maybe it'll thin out just enough. Yo! That's such a bright pink there, kitty. Those look so good. What's up, Shovel? Good to see you. Good to know. It's good to know you're saying hi. I don't know why it posts as like a Chinese character and then this. I find that so odd. I don't know why YouTube's doing that. Ooh. Okay. I might have to do that for my glow effects. Oh, like me thinner. Probably using the wrong brush now for what I'm trying to do. Yeah, this feels like the wrong brush. Hold on, what, Ando? It's just your comments in general. That's very out of pocket. This is too bright. I hope it kind of clears itself out. I know I'm not the most chatty right now. I don't really have a whole lot of energy to yap and stuff like that. No, I refuse to drink coffee. I'm gonna let that sit. Let's try this. That I could do. But it's also 9:30 and I can last for another half hour. And then just go straight to bed. Let's actually get a proper layering going on. I don't know why this is going on so weird. Can you just flow the way I want you to? Wow, why is that? I'm gonna try something. This might be weird. This might work better than I think. I'll try sponging it. Yeah, we're gonna move over to sponging. But I don't want rippers to eat my steel. What are they gonna do with the steel? I need the steel. And let's give that a quick little tap, tap, tap. And keep building that up later. No, I don't want them to steal the steel. Yeah, that kind of works. Now I'm going to do it on the whole damn thing I just did before. Do I like to work with light or dark colors more? I usually prefer to work from a dark base moving up to a lighter color. If that makes sense. Honestly, I think it's a mixture of both. I'm kind of thinking, I think light colors, because I want something that catches my eye. So I usually work with like a light color more often than dark colors. Should I just call it there with the sponging? No, I'm gonna take this green that I have. I'm gonna sponge in a few spots here and there. Kind of darken up a few spots. I still think it's more of a mix I like to do than just one color or like one color variant. Because I do like working from just a darker base to a very bright color. Which I think that's okay. It's not perfect, but it'll work for what I want it to do. There. I was having issues with those colors, and all of a sudden, the solution was literally just a sponge. So those are looking better. The next color is just going to be black that I got to do. It's going to be a lot of that. I might get away with just doing a speed paint for all that. I'm trying to be better about painting skin and all that. I started doing it a little more recently. Huh. I don't want that to come off quite yet. Yeah, we talked about Pokemon a bit earlier there, Dark. I think I'm going to call it here and sleep on it. I think there's a few ideas and stuff that I got to work out in my head for this, and I want to just kind of be okay. So I think I'm going to call it here. I know it's shorter than what I normally do, but I hope you guys enjoyed it either way. I don't know when the next stream will be. Probably Thursday. If I don't do Warhammer tomorrow, then definitely Thursday. So, quick little spiel. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I try to stream at least 3 days a week. Starting around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going until about 10 o'clock EST. Or it really depends on how I feel. If you want to be a part of the community a bit more and show off your models or other hobbies and stuff you're into, I do have a Discord. It is in the video and channel description. Completely free to join. Just come, hang out, show off whatever crafting hobby you got going on. I want to know about it. If you also want to support the channel a bit more monetarily, I do have a Ko-Fi/Coffee account people can donate to, again, in the video and channel description. Everything you donate goes directly back into the channel, but you don't need to donate. You don't have to do any of that stuff I just said. I just get on here to be like a silly guy or try and paint up some models when I can. So yeah, with that all being said, I want you to go out there and make something awesome. I know you will.